So in this class, in the last class we have seen this Aptinity page coming up like this. Okay, now let me go to the command prompt. Let me run the server and check what is there. Okay, cd /Aptinity. Some spelling mistake is there. Okay, let me check the name of the folder. APT APTNITY. Okay, so APTNITY Aptinity. DAR. You have this apt here, right? So apt/script/activate, so that I activating my virtual environment. cd Aptinity. And now let me see, we have this my Python manage.py run server. Okay, I have initiated the server, I have run it like this. So what I'm getting this nav bar. This is my home page as it is there here, right? So this is the base template here, and this is the content, and this is the index. This is my home page, right? Now I'm going to teach you now how you are going to include external CSS files and import images. You cannot simply use images, image source, and the path will not give you the images in Django. For that, what we are going to do is that inside our main folder, I am going to create another folder called as static. Please follow me very carefully. Static. Okay. In static, I have another folder called as images or IMG, whatever it is. Okay. Static IMG. What I am going to do is that I want a image inside this. I am going to go to some website like say Unsplash or something like that, and I am going to download some image. Okay, any image that is going to suit my purpose, any image that I get in the net. So I'll just say online coaching center, for example, so that I get an related image here. So I've opened this image and I've downloaded this. I'm going to download this image here. Download this image. Okay, this I will call this as mine. Say it is there in my downloads. I'll rename this. I'll call this as VG-1 for my convenience. And this is a JPG file. Okay, I'm cutting this, and what I'm doing is that I'm going to C prompt Aptinity and Aptinity static. I've created a new folder called static. In that there is an image, and I'm going to paste it here. Now I want this image to be displayed as in my page. So here what I need to do is that I need to do some work here. So here what I should do is I should load static first. Okay, and like normal HTML, here I'm loading static, and in that what I'm going to do is that I need to image src. I'm going to give the address for the image within quotes. So there is static, and then it is preferable to give within a single quotes. Okay, what is the name of the image? bg hyphen 1. Allah, sorry, image img slash bg hyphen 1 dot jpj. So in the static folder, when I am giving this address like this, it is going to load the static file. See, this is how we are going to upload these things in your server. That is why we are using the static process. We have a static file. Load static means it is going to call for the static files. The Django will search for the static files. Inside the static files or inside the folder called as static, it will search for image folder, and in that it will check whether bg1 is available or not, and if it is available it will display here, right? I have to close this bracket, right? Close this image source, right? And I am saving this here, Control S. Now let me check what is the status now here. Activity is not the activity, right? This image is not there, so there is some mistake in that image hyphen 1. So let me check about its properties. So it is .jpj file and bj hyphen 1 is the name. This inside static, inside image. So it is correct. Inside static, inside image. See, I have given something wrong here, right? Let me save it. Okay. Percentage static. Yes. Let me check again. Okay. Okay. One more reason could be that the settings file, I have not set static URL. Okay, I've set static URL, right? Or 1 second, let me do this. Let me copy this. And paste it inside my app. I've copied the static folder and I've copied this and pasted inside my app. Now let me rerun this server once again so that I can check whether the static files are being loaded again. Now static URL static root static. Okay, so the mistake is that, see, in the URLs file, in the URLs file, I have to define the image path, okay, where the images are there. Only then the images can be loaded, or where the static is available, that has to be defined in this. You can define it either in your apps URLs or in the main URLs, wherever you like you can mention it. Okay, so let me teach you how to mention it. So here this static files directory is there. In this URL settings you need to set static root also. Okay. So here I'll copy the static files and I will paste it in my settings.py. Okay, here. And another one thing what I have to do is that I have to add this in my this particular thing. See, I have to import these two things in my URLs either way here. And then what I'm supposed to do is that I'm supposed to add the static to this. But now I have not defined static underscore root, that I have to define. So now if I run this, I'll get an error that static root is not defined. Okay. I'm not saved. Let me start recording again. So now we got the image being displayed inside the HTML page. Same principles we have to apply for CSS and JavaScript files also. Okay. You have to create a folder called a static in the main folder where you have this manage.py. In that you can create you can use this folder to save all static files. Okay, static files means images, media, video, CSS files, JavaScript and any other things. You can even import built-in CSS files or anything and you can save it as static. All these things has to be imported and then used. Okay, so if you you need to have it here. Now from index you got that static file being displayed inside the HTML page. So we will use the same method to import CSS files also. Is that clear? CSS here, when Control S. In our base.html, last time we have seen in base.html, link rel, what we'll give here? Here we'll give home and link href is equal to percentage static CSS slash style dot CSS. And I'm closing this link rel. Here I'm saving this CSS file. So I need to create a new CSS file, right? New file, and I'll call this as style. And where will I save it? I will save it inside the static main activity, right? Yes, here. Inside the static, here I'll create a new folder, CSS. And I will create style.css. I'll create the file. Now I'll put that dot my brand color colon blue, and I am saving it. I'm showing you this with examples. So I've already imported that. Now in this index file I'll put h1 class is equal to, what is the name of the class that I've created now? My brand. My brand. Now I wanted to close this H1, right? Okay. My home page. I am creating it and saving it. And let me check out whether it is working out or not. Templates index load static. Where is it? Yes. So here I have not, where is my base file? Here I have not loaded. Actually, I need to load static, right? Percentage load static. Okay. And let me save it. Now let me check if there is any error. So I got this as my home page in big way, but the CSS style color blue is not coming, right? Okay. My brand. My brand is extends page.html. So let me just, please listen to me. Let me just check out why it is not working. Okay, let me put the same. I'm just copying this from here. Control C. And I'm just trying to work it out with my base, whether it is working in my base. These are all things that you need to study, because these are the things that you may need to do when you are in trouble. For troubleshooting, these are all the things that might be required. So, but somehow or the other, I came to understand that in both places I'm not able to get this. So I'm going to remove this, and style is it. Style, I've opened style dot my brand. Now if I refresh this, I'll get this in this color. The reason why I did not get before was I did not use the relationship rel style sheet. Now here if I can change this to red, it still works. Okay, semicolon. Now I'm saving this and control C, just restart my server. Not necessary always that you need to restart your server, but I'll get this as red. So this is how you import CSS files to your Django templates. And this is how you import static files like images. Okay. The problem what I had was because of the change in version. Previous versions it was slightly different. Is that clear now? Yes. So this is how we load images and static files in Django.